Hey y'all, it's Mahogany coming to you with yet again another video about my dreads. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, like my video, share it, and please comment. Um and I'm just gonna jump right into it. So today I'm gonna get into just the routine of you going through and being sure that you're greasing your scalp. And we're gonna get a little bit into frizz and ways to avoid mold, and a little bit into the whole conditioning your hair um after shampooing. So first things first, we're going to talk about the grease. And I honestly just got done wetting my hair in the shower, so it's kind of laying down a little better than what it usually does, because it'll just like stick up, which I'm fine with it. But I'm just going to talk about the grease. And I really need to grease my scalp right now, so I'm just gonna grease my scalp while I'm talking to you all. But you know, you just kind of want to go through and just, you know, don't overdo it, but you know, you just want to make sure that there is grease on your actual on your roots, because with all the wetting and the washing, it could get dry and flaky, and you don't want that. Very irritating. So just always be sure to try to go through and grease your roots, grease your scalp, y'all. Grease it. It helps a lot. And like I said, you don't really want to overdo it. You just kind of want to do it enough so that it has some type of I grease is food to your hair. It needs to eat. So just always be sure that you're going through and greasing your scalp so that it has something to feed off of. Because if not, it'll dry out and that'll cause breakage. You guys don't want breakage. So just be sure that when you are wetting your hair and you're washing your hair, um, you just want to be sure that you are going through and putting some type of nutrition back into it. So, because it strips it, and it's not good to just leave it like that. Um, but definitely, when you're choosing your grease for your hair, you want to be sure that you're choosing a grease that is good for you. The grease that I use is not the best smelling grease, which I don't mind. I just need it to do what it needs to do. So I use the sulfurate medicated. It comes in a yellow bottle. That is the grease that I use. I've been using it for a very long time, and it does its job. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. But definitely, when you're choosing a grease for your hair, like I said, just, you know, be sure that it's something that you like, and that also, most importantly, that it's doing its job. um so always keep that into consideration. And my edges, you guys, I used to wear those lace front things a lot, and my edges are trying to grow back, so that's also a good thing too, because they were like semi gone, honestly, and I'm starting to get like a little bit of peach fuzzes coming in, so that's also a good sign of growth. Always monitor your hair as well. You know, it's good to go through and upkeep it, and you know, make sure that it's good, but you also want to keep an eye on, you know, how fast or how slow your hair is progressing. So keep an eye on your hair growth. Um, keep an eye on it, and it's still relatively wet. I'm just wanting to rub the grease all the way through from my scalp to the ends, which I don't really think the grease is doing anything when I rub it on my ends, but I just want it off my hands. So yeah. And then another thing, you guys, with the frizz, I hear a lot of people talking about the frizz on your dreads. Now, note, when I think about dreads, I think about the uniqueness of them. I think about you know, every individual is different. Your hair texture, of course, just like a handprint, fingerprint, is different. So if you're seeing one person's hair and it's a little bit more neater or it's not as frizzy as yours, my hair is extremely soft and it's really, really spongy. So it tends to frizz more, which I have no problem with it. If you look at my hair, you can see how frizzy it is. And you know, you really can't compare your dreads to other people's. Can't really compare anything that you're doing or anything what someone else is doing. You really can't compare yourself. You can, but then at the end of the day, it's like, you know, you kind of put standards, or you kind of feel like you have to do something, or uh like, that's kind of off topic, but the main thing I'm really wanting to say is, you know, when it comes down to the frizz, everyone's hair is different. So embrace the frizz, you guys. Embrace the frizz, because the frizz is there to do its job. Your hair's locking. So of course, when you have dreadlocks, they're not the neatest thing in the world. That's the first and foremost thing. You have to know that when you have dreads, that they're not gonna be perfect as far as, you know, the frizz and everything is concerned. That frizz is there and it's doing its job, you know. Again, I'm fine with the frizz. Just embrace it, you know. It's your hair. That's what you're given. So just embrace it, you know. If you want to go through and slightly palm roll your hair, which I find myself doing that, you know, every so often, not for the frizz, but just to shape my hair. You know, you can go through and do those things as well. It helps with the frizz, and it also helps with the shaping of your hair if you want to go through and palm roll your hair every now and again, you know. That helps with the frizz, but for the most part, you just really want to go through and embrace your frizz, you guys. Embrace it. You know, it's your hair. That's the way you're made. So embrace it. It's a good thing. And another thing I want to get into is, again, this whole mold, having mold in your dreads. The number one thing and the number one rule to avoid from mold growing in your hair is to be sure that your hair is fully dry before you go to bed. Before you lay down on it, before you get ready to take a nap, you just want to be sure that your hair is dry, because moisture causes growth. I don't care where it is. It causes growth in your hair, in your home. You just kind of want to avoid from the wetness in your hair. So to go through and avoid from the mold growing in your dreadlocks, be sure that your hair is fully, and I cannot stress that enough, that your hair is fully dry, because it will grow mold, and that's not a good thing. It stinks. It's not good. And we don't need any friends in our hair, period. So, bugs either. Always be sure that you're washing your hair and you're keeping your hair clean, but you, as well as doing those things, you need to be sure that your hair is fully dry before you lay down on it. And again, that prevents the mold from growing, and it also prevents from your hair going flat, which is something else I spoke about in my other video. So keep those things in mind, just to go through and avoid from the mold growing in your hair. Just have your hair dry. It's very simple. If you don't have time to go through after you get out the shower or whenever you get done washing your hair, whatever the case may be, if you just kind of want to time it out. Kind of just want to time it. And I get it. Like I said, we're busy, we have schedules, we're tired, but you just want to be sure that you give yourself enough time to go through and have your hair dry fully before you lay down on it. Or if you want to go through and blow dry your hair, blow dry it. If you're against the heat on your hair, put low heat or give yourself time to let your hair dry. But the go-to thing for me after I've had a long day and I've taken my shower and my hair is damp, I'll go through and put a blow dryer on my hair. It's just reassuring that your hair is dry and you don't have to worry about any growth. So it's always a good thing to think about. And I also want to get into washing your dreads. When you're washing your dreads, only thing I do, I use shampoo. Any type of shampoo you want to use is perfectly fine. But you want to stay away from conditioner. Stay away from it. It's Conditioner is mostly made to help detangle your hair. That's not what we want. We want our hair to be tangled. Of course, we're growing dreads. That's what dreads are. It's hair that's matted and tangled up. So with the conditioner being there, and it it'll go through and cause buildup, and you don't want buildup in your hair. It looks disgusting. I'm sorry. I don't know no other way to say it, but buildup is really bad. It's gross. And you just want to avoid from it. And it just, build up. It makes your hair heavy. Even though we want weight on our hair, you don't want buildup weight. You want your hair to naturally weigh itself down. And from avoiding the buildup, you guys, conditioner, keep the conditioner out of your dreads. Shampoo your hair. Make sure that all the shampoo is fully rinsed out of your hair, of course. And then, once you get out, just dry your hair. Don't twist your hair when you're drying it. You just kind of want to squeeze it. And, just be sure that you're squeezing it all the way down. Just squeeze it. Don't twist it like this with the rag on it. Now, to cause breakage, but you do want to be sure that just stop using conditioner. It's not good. It causes buildup, and buildup is not good on your dreads. So those are also things to think about. But again, if my tips helped you today, please go through and subscribe to my channel. I promise you I'm going to keep the videos coming. And if you all have something that you would like for me to, talk about, leave a comment. I'm here. Leave a comment or something, anything, reach out to me. I'm here. Like I said, be sure to subscribe again, like my video, and I'm gonna keep it coming, you all. I'm here. But just be sure that you're going through and greasing your hair. Grease it as much as you wet it. You need to apply grease to it. You also want to embrace that frizz that comes frequently, it's gonna be there. It's dreads, you guys. Come on. And then, you know, to avoid the mold, you want to be sure that your hair is dry, and throw away your conditioner. Throw it in the trash if you have dreads. Throw the conditioner in the trash. It's not good. Leave it alone. But thank you so much for watching, and I cannot stress this enough, you guys. Subscribe. And y'all have a good one. And I'm gonna see you next time, okay?